Alright, so hello everyone. Today I'm going to be going over a video, a fucking Apex Legends. I'm going to be going over Season 3. This is a post kind of video to my first two, because obviously I played Apex Season 3 in the first one, and then I got a win in the second part, and now this is the third part. I'm now giving my response to this game. Sorry, someone's calling us. But yeah, what I'm going to go over right now is just a couple of things that I think that I like about the game, the season, and some things I don't like. So, here we go. So, as you see right here, apparently if you abandon a ranked league game, I don't know if this works for the normal mode, because I don't know if I've abandoned a normal mode game as well. But you literally can't play anything. This is the negative for the season. I think this might be the only bad thing about the season that I have to say, but I'm going to get off my chest before I start, saying everything else. But this is what I don't really like. I don't like the whole abandon penalty. I think it should only be like 4 ranked leagues. Because normal Apex, people still leave anyway. It hasn't really changed anything, but for ranked league, because you have the additional, like, you get none of your reward points, no one's gonna leave for ranked leagues, but people still do it for the normal Apex one, and especially me, I didn't know that this was an actual thing until I left. So I wish I got like kind of like a notification or something, like telling you that I could have like left or something. That I could have got points taken off as if I left, because I did have a really good game, and then none of the points actually counted. So I found that was quite annoying. But that is the one negative that I have for this season. I don't like the abandon penalty, especially how it affects the normal game mode, because no one really cares that much about people leaving in the normal game mode if it is within reason. Like, if someone's died and they're fucking miles away, they're probably gonna leave, and that's, understandable. But don't, like, kind of take them off. You know what I mean? Like, if they literally are, a box miles away, they can't leave. They have to stay in the game and watch other people play. And it's like, you may as well just watch a YouTube video at that point. Watch other people play at that point. That's what you're doing. You're watching other people play a game, and you're not allowed to leave, because then if you do leave, all your points will be taken, and you can't play for the next 5 minutes. So not only do you have to watch people for either however long they play for, you can either do that, or you have to wait 5 minutes. Either way, you're waiting for however long to even play the game again. So it's a stupid system, I think. Especially if it works for the normal mode, but I haven't actually tested it. You see, I did play for like an hour and a bit, and I normally just quit out of games. I don't know if it actually affected it or not. I believe if you quit out of a... See, this is what I'm thinking. I think if you quit out of a ranked game, then it'll put it on all of them, that you can't play any of them, which is a bit weird. But, okay, fair enough. But I think I did actually leave a normal Apex game, this one here, and it didn't do anything. So I'm going to have to see. I'm pretty sure that I did actually leave one of these games. Like, fully, like, leave party game, things, and it didn't do anything. So I'm pretty sure if you're playing in ranked leagues and you're leaving the game, you can't go on any of them, which is a bit stupid. You'd assume that it's just for ranked leagues that you can't go on, but okay. So that's the negative. Okay, the positives though, yes. Okay, so obviously you have the normal stuff like the daily challenges, the fucking battle pass, all that stuff, which I'm not going to go over, because who really wants to go over the battle pass? No one really. And you have all this stuff, the Apex packs, whippy doo so cool. Crypto though, this guy is the second recon character. He has some good stuff right here, and he's definitely a character I really want. However, he needs a nerf, and let's just put it in that perspective. you feel too overpowered when you have him on your team, and his drone needs to be a little bit bigger to actually shoot, because either way, this is the point of the drone, right? It's his one and only ability, right? This is the one and only ability that he has. Obviously, three abilities which go together though, the passive, tactical, and ultimate, which all relate to his drone, right? So the drone is the thing that he has. That's what makes it overpowered, right? Picture that. Now, how do you take out the drone? You have to shoot it. It's literally one bullet, which is cool. You might think, okay, well, that's easy to take out. But the whole point of this character is that you have to hide the drone somewhere. And that's what makes it good. You have to hide it. So why not make the drone huge? Like, bigger than what it is now. It's tiny. You have to literally, like, pinpoint where it is. Like, you have to literally figure out exactly where it is to shoot it. I know this kind of sounds like a disadvantage, but it needs nerfing a little bit. It is really, really good because of the overpowered state of it. It's like it's so small that you have to like literally pinpoint it exactly and then shoot it. And yeah, and then obviously 40-second cooldown. So in the midst of a battle, that's like nothing really. I mean, it kind of is, but if you're in two different parts of a whole map, like, well, in like a city or whatever, if you're in two different parts, that's like nothing. You're gonna be sitting there for probably 40 seconds to try and heal and stuff. So it's really nothing really. So I really believe that if they made the size of the drone bigger, so you could hit it more, then it would encourage people to hide the drone more instead of just having it out in the open. That's mostly what people do, because most time people don't shoot because they hear it, but they don't see it most of the time because it's so small. But that's what you need. Obviously, it might just be the fact that I'm not used to playing this game yet, like having to take out drones all the time. But there needs to be something, because I don't think it's very fun to just take out drones all your life on this game. Like every single other ability in the game, you see it and it's like always within the gunfight. This affects you when you're not even in gunfights anymore. You literally get affected by this all the time throughout the game. So you always have to be on guard, which I guess that's a cool thing because it makes it so you're not having to run a lot. You're actually in engagements all the time, but I don't know. So that's that. Crypto, I like him. Should be nerfed though. I think they're probably going to work on that. But the positives about it. Oh shit, voice crack. Positives. We're going to go with the guns, the weapons. Where is it? Alright, okay. So the flatline and the R301. These two weapons here have been buffed with the new anvil receiver hop-up. That basically makes it so the bullets, when on single fire mode, like hit for way more damage, but it's obviously slower speed to shoot the bullets, and also takes up more ammo. Ammo doesn't really matter though, because evidently you're going to have loads of heavy or light ammo if you're going to be using one of these guns, so it doesn't really matter about that. But the damage is good. I think on the flatline it's like 41 or something, and on the R301 it's like 37 per shot. And it's really good for long range. It's basically like having a G7 Scout, which, like the old G7 Scout, I'll get to the G7 Scout in a minute, the old G7 Scout on your weapon, which is really, really good. Or like a wingman, either a wingman or G7 Scout on your weapon. And you can switch between that and the normal automatic mode, which is just really, really good. It's a really good attachment. I can see why it's gold. I don't think that needs nerfing. I think it's perfect the way it is, because either way, if you're an assault rifle guy, which I'm not personally, if you are an assault rifle guy, it's really good and handy to have that, because you can not have like a wingman or something. You can literally have that with that weapon and then carry another sniper rifle for long range, like the charge rifle or the longbow, and have that weapon instead. So you have basically almost 3 weapons in your inventory that you can use. But 2 of them are combined in using that anvil receiver. So it's really cool. Anyway, so that's the R301 on the flatline. Hemlock hasn't seen any change, so it's probably going to be one of the worst guns right now. It literally is like useless. It does no damage. Havoc hasn't seen any change in a while as well, but it's still only good in very close situations. Once again, not really useful from long range, honestly, except from the Devotion. That one is kind of useful at long range, however you need those attachments, so that's the difference. Spitfire, no change again. L-Star, no change. Alternator, this one, I think it's the disruptor rounds, I think that's what it's called, that's been removed. So this gun is now on the same level as the R99, I'd say. Because obviously the alternator did have that perk to make it like really good. Now people are used to the alternator, so I think eventually people will start dragging back over to the R99 because the alternator, I mean, despite it, being nerfed, the R99 has been nerfed as well. So I don't know where people are going to lie right now. The R99, which has been decreased in the mag and I think the damage as well a little bit, or the alternator, I don't know where people are going to lie with that. The Prowler has literally stayed the same, and now we're on to sniper rifles. Actually, I'll come back to sniper rifles. 𝗙𝗲 and the G7 have got a new attachment. This is literally my favourite attachment. I haven't tried on the 𝗙𝗲 shotgun yet, because literally I get a G7 Scout and I put the attachment straight on that one because the G7 is bloody good. I got my first win with the gun, and no one really knows about it. No one knows about it, and I'm like, what? I don't know if it's just me, who like I'm good with the G7 or something, but I love it. So the 𝗙𝗲, it's got a new attachment. It basically makes so you can fire multiple shots very, very quickly in like bursts. Mastiff, it's always been good. It'll always be good. It doesn't need any change. 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗰𝗿, I mean, they could have improved it a little bit, but remember the what was the one where it does normal damage? What was it called? Come on, come back to us. Don't know what it's called. The one where it just does normal damage. Hammer point rounds. Remember it. Remember it there. Hammer point rounds. That is still in the game. So they kind of just removed the disruptor rounds and kept the hammer point ones. So the 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗃 is exactly the same. I think it did get nerfed, buffed a little bit to make it so it shoots faster. So that is good. That is good. 𝗙ici𝗶₄. It's always been good and bad at the same time. So yeah, I don't know what I feel about the 𝗙ici𝗶₄, honestly. 𝗬𝗏45, I think that's the one where, yeah, this one uses hammer point, I think, and then the P2020 uses. Am I getting that wrong? No, I think the 𝗬𝗏45 uses disruptor, P2020 uses hammer point. Yeah, that might be the other way around, but yeah, same thing as what I was saying before. And the wingman, this is really sad because the skull piercer has been taken off it, and this weapon I think has the least amount of attachments out of any weapon in the game. Only has 2 attachments, the heavy mag and the sight for the weapon. So literally 2 attachments. So we're probably going to see another attachment coming out soon for this game that probably will go on the wingman, hopefully, because it looks really odd having only 2 attachments because the skull piercers got taken off. But because of that, the damage has been buffed a little bit for the headshot damage, to counteract that, because before, I can't remember how much it used to be, but I think it's like it's getting us like a couple of 68s here and there, which is pretty good for the wingman. So I'm starting to use that again because it's always been good. It will always be good. And the longbow, same thing. Skull piercer has been taken off, so the damage has been buffed a little bit to counteract that. Longbow will always be good in its own little way, especially in this update. All these sniper rifles, which I'm going to go over, are going to be the things you're going to see a lot of because it's a long range map. This is literally, the sniper rifles are going to be so fucking like everywhere. They're going to be everywhere. Everyone's going to use them. You're not going to, you're literally not going to see the last of it. I'll come back to the G7. 𝗏𝗏 stayed the same. I mean, it's literally, if you get it, you need to fucking use it. 225 damage in the head. What? Triple take. So yeah, this one has literally stayed the same, but I do have to put a little thing on. This one you might think is really, really bad. Use it. It's really good. A lot of people are starting to use it again now for some odd reason. It's really good, especially with that attachment. So if you do have the precision choke, you can either put on the 𝗙ici𝗶₄ or the triple take. If you want, put on the triple take, and it'll work really well. It's really good at long range. It's a long range sniper. It's supposed to be from long range. Same as the charge rifle, which I would suggest using it at long range / medium range. I would only go for long range, medium range, because at close range, I mean, the best you're going to do is 50 damage. You're probably not going to get the trail off the beam on this. So I would suggest long range. I mean, not too long of a range, because then you're probably not going to hit the beam damage. Probably best is mid range, honestly, with that weapon. And then the G7 Scout. This one is good at every single range, depending on what you put on it. Normal G7 Scout without the attachment. Obviously, you can put low range optics on, and it'll do that at close range, and it's really effective at doing a 30 damage per shot. I think they've buffed the G7 Scout as if it needed buffing, so it does even more damage now. So I'm using this gun for sure, and you can use it at mid range, and if you put a sniper optic on, you can use it at long range. It's a very versatile gun. And now with the anvil receiver, not the anvil receiver, the double tap one, which I mentioned on the Eva, this weapon is now a beast. It shoots 3 bullets at a time, and if you hit all 3 bullets, you can do up to 68 damage with the sniper. I mean, fair enough, you can be doing that with the triple take, but the fucking speed of it is insane. It goes do-do-do, do-do-do. Like that's how fucking fast it is. Like, it's just like, it's really fucking fast. And the triple take, how you have to aim in with your sight, and if you have to have it precise if you're using the precision choke, so it takes a while to lock on. If you hit all 3 shots with this G7 Scout, it's very fast. Even if you hit 1 or 2, you're still doing loads of damage. So it's way faster than the triple take, and you're probably doing more damage because it'll be used at close range. It's way better than any other gun at close range. I have to put that hands down, because if you're accurate with this, you can beat someone with a wingman, like, for sure. Like, I haven't tested what it's like when you hit all 3 shots in the head, but holy fuck, that's gonna be way over 100 damage, I think. And especially that, even if it isn't, the second burst of ammo will definitely kill the person. Like, I've literally been killing people with this weapon faster than I even think I am. Like, I literally registered I killed one person, and I've automatically killed another person, like, as I've just registered the first one. That's how fast it is. So I would really highly suggest, actually no, I don't highly suggest that you use it, because I want to use this weapon. And I'm going to put my thing on here, because I'm never getting the Mastiff, so I'm going to put on my G7 Scout. This is my favourite weapon right now. I love the fucking charm thing. That gets us on to the next thing. Because the charms, you can put on only one weapon, which I like, because obviously you have all this customization for every single weapon. I like how you have the charm for one specific weapon. It makes it so it's like, this is the weapon I use. This is the weapon that I'm good at, When you see that on the kill cams, you know that guy has put that on that weapon because he's good at it, It shows that, that is the weapon you like. And this is the weapon I like right now. So that's going to be a really cool way to signify what my favourite weapon is currently. Obviously, my favourite weapon is the Mastiff, because it does so much damage. I think everyone's is. I think if you see a Mastiff, you'll drop anything for it. But it's a gold weapon. So it's like, I'm not going to put something which I want to see all the time on a weapon which is a gold weapon, So I'm going to put on the G7 Scout, and every time I get the G7 Scout, I'm going to see that floating around. But anyway, that's a really cool idea. The charms, they should definitely keep it on just one weapon, because that is a really cool idea. And now where are we? So yeah, in-game, love the new map. I think it's way better than the last one, although I am feeling a bit of nostalgia of the last map. I honestly think if they keep on with this and making a new map every single 2 seasons or so, that is going to be the striving thing for this game, because Fortnite's taken 10 seasons to update this map, and that's where the repetitive structure has came into it. I left at about season 6 because it was so boring. It was just so boring. Little changes in the map, that's not enough, Like, one place in the map, totally scrapped. This game does it good. Even when, season 2 rolled out and there was changes in the map, there was changes everywhere. There wasn't just like one location. It was the mobile locations, and it had a decent storyline to it. It wasn't just like, like for Fortnite, I don't know the whole storyline, so I wouldn't know, but it seems like the whole storyline for Fortnite, for example, isn't really there. It's kind of just like made up, You know, it's just wherever the developers want it to go. Well, where this actually has the Titanfall backstory. I think this game is looking really good. Season three's map is just amazing. And I love how they've made the supply ship into a train now. It's just everything's looking really good. There are obviously some negatives, like how I said, with the lobby back out thing and crypto needing nerfed. But aside from that, though, it's a really good fucking season, and I really hope that Apex is going to be the biggest battle royale this for the next couple of months of this year, because it deserves to be. I mean, come on. And also, by the way, I don't know how the whole door thing works in the map, where you can get all that cool loot, but it does have a counter on it going down, and I think it's got like 5 days left or something now. Um, so I'm assuming you can get them keys from them balls in like 5 days, and then you can open that door. I think that's how it works. But we're gonna have to see. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.